Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Welcome, one and all. Thank you so much. Let me see here. How do I make that stop? There we go. Got it. I think I got it. Okay. Um, where is oh, there it is. Okay. Let's see who was here first. Ania 13 Paul, thank you. Hello, Ivy here. And Connie Balmer. Hey, Connie Balmer. Lydia Washington. Peace and Joy. James Norman. April May. Carlene Beckford. Thank you so much for being here. So let me grab the slides and we can get on with it. Anyway, there was a last minute post from Harry that came through about, oh gosh, I guess about 30 minutes ago from Travalyst, um, which is a good lesson to all of us right now. Life goes on. Um, while other people are making trouble, just remember we got work to do. There's some very important work to do, so we cannot be distracted by that nonsense. Ah, wow. I love that. When I least expect it, there's a Ricola. Yeah, oh, one of the purple ones. Yeah, there's a purple Ricola. Thank you, Connie Balmer. I love these purple ones. Um, there we go. Gwendolyn Daniels, thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome. You know, I just cannot get over the fact that my microphone just kept cutting off a while ago and I didn't do anything. I just stayed calm and waited. And now it doesn't do it anymore. That is so weird. I know what you're thinking. Stop talking before you talk it up again. Oh my goodness, I have some stuff to share with y'all. Okay, let's do this. So, let there be jam. That's what I said. Let there be jam. On the one hand, you have Meghan, peaceful under a tree, obviously doing some recording. We know not where, but let's assume that's at the Montecito Manor. And then on the other hand, I tell you, for someone who has been abused and mistreated, and it seems like you can create this legend in your own mind type of thing where you have just gotten the worst of it, and yet there you are basking in the glow, basking in the glow of superstar Serena Williams, the person who caused that had you so perplexed, had you so confused and distraught. because you were a guest of the Duchess of Sussex. Not that Serena ever tried to get on the stage. But anyway, we'll get to that. Let's talk about Travalyst first, shall we? Let's get to the Travalyst first. And we'll hear a very important Harry message, or a very important message from Harry, I should say. There we go.
We're now just 5 years away from the 2030 deadline for the Sustainable Development Goals, the global blueprint for creating a more resilient planet and quite literally saving ourselves. But it's quite clear we're not progressing as quickly as needed, and the economic impacts are only growing. These realities leave us with a choice: find practical solutions to climate change, or accept the massive financial and human losses that it's causing. I think we all agree that the latter isn't the answer. Travel can do a tremendous amount of good. It connects us to the destinations we love and to the communities that call these places home. It drives economic growth, creates jobs, and when done well, can protect the people, wildlife, and environment that we all share. And when we started Travalyst 6 years ago, the goal was simple. I wanted to harness travel's power and potential to help create a more resilient world. And I'm proud of what we've accomplished. We've been the first and only independent organisation to mobilise competing tech and travel companies who see the business sense in sustainability. We're aggregating essential data to help drive more targeted interventions from policymakers and investors. Together, we're bringing sustainable solutions to the mainstream, providing travellers with clear information that helps them make better and more informed choices, which is what we know consumers want. We were one of the founding signatories of the Glasgow Declaration, which created the first concrete sustainability targets for our industry. We participated in global conferences, including COP29 in Baku, and we will continue this work at COP30 in Belém this year. We've worked directly with destinations and local businesses to learn how we can help them on their sustainability journey. And while we've made real progress, there's still much more to be done to protect the people and places that we all depend on. Now, our new report outlines the unique role we believe Travalyst can play at this crucial phase, and we'd love for you to join us on this journey.
All right. Thank you very much, Prince Harry. So again, that is the founder of Travalyst, just like he's the co-founder of Sentebale, as well as the founder of the Invictus games. And that's just his day job, okay? That is just his day job. Our Prince Harry wears many hats. And you can rest assured that he is not discouraged by any of these things that have been happening lately that are just terrible distractions. So I think we really need to take a cue from Prince Harry and just keep on keeping on. Keep on with the business. Nothing to see here, folks. Oh, wow. There's Martin. I haven't done a Martin in quite a while. Let me see here. I may get to him later. You guys remember Martin from Ministry of Hacks? Okay, so that is the Travalyst 5-year milestone report, April 2025. So I can't believe it, but it has been 5 years since the founding of Travalyst. And of course, full disclosure, you're getting the full report from the agency. So many big corporations, credit card companies, banks, travel services, hotels, airlines, they have all signed on to Travalyst. The sustainable travel model is the way of the future. My best way to explain it is that when you travel as a consumer, you may want to make the choice: how much impact do I want to have during my travels? Do I want to fly? Do I want to take a train? Should I drive? Or should I take a bus? If you want to know the level of your impact, and that includes, you can still take a ship. What you do is you go and you take a look at the various websites for these individual companies, and you will see how much carbon is produced by your travel, you as an individual. And there are a lot of people who want to be more sustainable, more eco-friendly. And so Travalyst compiles all that data and shares it with other companies and consumers. So that was Harry's idea. He invited Miss Davies to Kensington Palace for a meeting, and there were a group of people there. And he offered her a job, and she's been working there ever since. So, Travalyst is a not-for-profit. They have a .org, which means it's a not-for-profit. So, very cool. Things like that is why I'm so proud of Prince Harry. Now, let's get on to Meghan's jam. Of course, it's a preserve. A jam, of course. Meghan explained the ratio of how much fruit compared to sugar. That decides whether you have a jam or a preserve. I did not know that there was a difference, but apparently there is. So let's get to it. So if you are signed up to Meghan's as ever, you will get a newsletter every month. Let me go ahead and grab the link for that so you can sort out how to do that. But yeah, there is a newsletter, and everyone that's on the mailing list, email list that is, will get that newsletter every month. Well, not every month, but whenever it comes out. May come out sooner, may come out later, but as ever, you should expect to receive one. So let me go here. Okay. All right. Now, the okay, the newsletter. Okay, so you know what? You know what? All right. It's for the email. Okay, so this is good. This is good. I like this. I'm going to put a link up there, and you just click on that link, and that will take you to the newsletter. You go all the way to the bottom, right? You go all the way to the bottom, and that is how you can connect to the newsletter. So let me go ahead and pin that at the top of the chat. Okay. Then I'm going to click on it myself just to make sure it works. Oh my God, that does not work. That does not work. Okay, let me get rid of that. That does not work. Anyway, I'll try to share it with you later. But there you go. Yeah, as far as I know, that's not working. I think it was too long. Yeah, it was too long. It's too long and it looks very, very cryptic. Wow, ban user or delete this. Okay, I'm going to delete it. I almost banned myself. That would have been awkward. The question I have is, how long can I ban myself before you'll notice I'm not here? How long would it take you to notice that I'm not here? So I made a video earlier today. I'm going to share it with you. And it is in reference to Meghan's letter. But of course, it's my voice. And I have to tell you, I haven't done an edited video in a while, but I thought it came out rather nice. I was very proud of myself. I'm like, wow, you still got it. You still got it. Okay, so are you ready? Lights, camera, action. Ever since I can remember, I've been dreaming up easy ways to elevate the everyday into the exceptional. I always knew that I wanted to turn these ideas into something real and to make beautiful items that spark connection and celebrate quiet, meaningful moments. Maybe mimic the magic of Montecito in a way you can recreate at home. I'm so excited to introduce the As Ever collection to you this week. Every item is inspired by the ways I show care to the people in my life, like the lemon ginger tea blend, which is a fuss-free spin on the warm drink I make at home using fresh lemons from the garden, or the crepe mix that transforms a typical weekend breakfast into a chance to reminisce. Crepes remind me of my time backpacking through France as a student, biting into these street-side thin pancakes filled with chocolate, fruit, fresh lemon, and powdered sugar, or made savory with ham and cheese. They truly are a canvas for flavor. I wanted to bring that memory and experience to you at home. Also, they're so easy to make. Of course, you'll find the raspberry spread that started it all, presented in keepsake packaging that you can repurpose to tuck away love notes or special treasures, and to remember this pivotal moment with me. Think of it as our time capsule. And by the way, once you've enjoyed every spoonful of this fruit spread, you may want to do what I do. Rinse the jar and use it as a small bud vase for flowers on your nightstand or to hold your pens on your desk. I hope when you see what I've worked so hard to create, you're encouraged to know that whatever life brings, you can do it too. Your value, your creativity, your joy, that is you, as it's always been and always will be. You are you, as ever and forever. Someone once told me the biggest risk you can take is deciding not to take one at all. Now, after careful planning and preparing, while also parenting, it's time to bring As Ever from my home to yours, so you can make the everyday exceptional in an easy yet meaningful way. As ever, Meghan. All right. I still got it. I still got it. That was fun. I enjoyed doing that. I got to start making some more of my edited videos. I love doing that. So yeah, this is what it looks like online today. And of course, she mentioned the crepes. I didn't know Meghan went backpacking across France. Is that where she learned to pick up the French language? It's very cool. I waited until I was over 40 to do some backpacking. Yes, follow the As Ever story. So there you go. This is what's at the bottom of the newsletter. By the way, I don't think we'll be here more than an hour. And check out this collage. One of the squatties put this online, and I was like, oh, that is so cool. A collage of As Ever. Isn't that very cool? I don't know what kind of program they use to do that, but I thought that was so cool. Very clever. Yeah. It's art, isn't it? It is a work of art. Hey, Bunny Rose. So, As Ever is more than a brand, it's a love language created by Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. As Ever welcomes you to the collection of products, each inspired by her long lasting love of cooking, entertaining, and hosting with ease. This curated collection has been crafted to elevate your everyday and inspire moments of joy. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait until those packages are in my hand. Um, this is going to be so much fun. And this was a tweet on the Meghan Instagram today. This is our week as ever official. BTS from the shoot at my house. Hi, Mia. Well, that's Mama Mia. Hi, Mia. Hi, Mia. So there you go. Meghan is not afraid to use her house. Okay. Oh, by the way, BTS is behind the scenes. That is a behind the scenes look at Meghan's house. And there you go. There's the other one. That is on the As Ever Instagram. Make sure you, when you go on both of those sites, that you like. Don't just look, make sure you like. You have to make sure you like. So don't just look, make sure you like. And while I'm on the topic, I hope I did a like myself. Did I do it? I'm sure I did. Oh, I did not. All that stuff I'm talking about, and I didn't do it myself. Okay, there we go. Got to make sure you hit the little red heart. Perfect. Now it's in there. And I'm going to take a little look back, if you guys don't mind. Let's take a stroll down memory lane to when it all started around this time last year, when people started receiving those jars of jam. I cannot believe how unhinged it all became. But irrelevant Meghan, Meghan who doesn't matter, Meghan that nobody likes, but yet every Meghan couldn't be alone if she wanted to, because whatever she does, whatever she says, wherever she goes, there's always someone there with a camera and an opinion. So remember this. Heather Dorick, she posted this. Yeah, she has jar number, I think that's number 9, is it? Yeah, 9 out of 50. And that one, of course, is the very highly collectible American Riviera Orchard. And you notice how Meghan wrapped them. I believe that is that linen, or is that the what do they call that cloth when you're cooking and you want to strain something? Anyway, cheesecloth. Maybe it's cheesecloth. Um, but yeah, so that is one of the starts of it. Oh, it's 7 out of 50. Yeah, that is a 7 with the little line through it. There we go. 7 out of 50. And then who is this one? Oh yeah. Is it, how does she say? Is it Garcelle? Is that how she say her name? Anyway, yeah, she got number 18, right? And of course, Heart Mom, Kelly Zafin, she received, oh, I can't make out that number. I cannot make out that number, but you may remember her as Heart Mom. And don't forget, one of those jars was abandoned in a taxi. I repeat, one of those jars were abandoned in a taxi. Does anybody who remember that lost their jar of Meghan's highly coveted jam in the back of a taxi? Go ahead and put it up there if you remember who did that one. This one right here is, I think it's number 3. And who received that one? Yes, Brianni Gordon. It was Harry's dear friend, Brianni Gordon. She was jet lagged, exhausted. She made her way to the taxi to go to the airport. And what happens? She realized she does not have her very, what do you call it, exclusive jar of Meghan's preserve. So I think that's number 3 of 50. I don't remember who got number 3. There was even a list of them. Oh, there's part of the list right there. Kelly Zafin got number 3. Delphina got 10. 17 went to Tracy Robbins. Mindy Kaling got number 19. It is crazy how we were keeping count. And do not be embarrassed if you were one of those people that were keeping count. It's okay. I was one of them too. As a matter of fact, all of these images I'm sharing is what I have saved from April 2024. And of course, we all recognize that gentleman who was tearing into some brie and Meghan's number 10. Yeah, jar number 10. That, of course, is Nacho. That is Nacho. And these beautiful pictures that you see right here, these were posted by Delphina. Yeah, Delphina posted these. So again, number 10, that is Delphina. She posted all those beautiful images. The one on the right, that is not hers, though. I forget who that is. I think that is number 17. Thank you, M. Montecito Goodness. Yeah, I cannot make out that. I don't know who that is. And and this was a little obsession photo from the Daily Fail. It never fails, of course, the Daily Fail. They were totally obsessed. And there's a blank one. Actually, I think I made that blank myself. I used it for something else, and I think I just took the numbers off of it. Yeah, we were hooked. Tracy Robbins on the left side there. And there you have it. Chrissy Teigen says Meghan Markle's jam is one of the best bites she's had all year. Here's what she made with it. And who can forget the video? Who can forget the, oh, thank you, Karen Williams. Who can forget the video of when she had debris rolling down her chin? I thought I was going to scream. That was so funny. I mean, the two of them, let me put it to you like this. It was almost obscene watching them eat that jam. It was almost obscene. I'm just like, you guys. This is going a little bit too far, but they enjoyed their jam. So You can't say anything to them long as they enjoyed themselves. That's the whole point. But yeah, that was fun. Wait, is this it right here? Let me see. Yes, that is it right there. Okay, I'm going to share their video. Oh my god. That was hilarious. I'm glad they're enjoying their sandwich. Her and the you know, um her husband. You know, I can't remember anybody's name these days. I don't know why I can't remember anybody's names these days, but you know, what's his name? Oh, it's a muslin cloth. Okay. Is that the same as cheesecloth or is that something else? But yeah, so they enjoyed themselves. John Legend, thank you very much. Very cool. And of course, like I said, the Daily Mail was obsessed. Meghan's new jam is preserve. It's raspberry preserve. Now, I can't remember, was it raspberry lemon or just raspberry? And then, of course, it wouldn't have been complete if Jan Moore didn't look for her jar. And of course, look at there, Richard Eden. Where's my pot of jam? Where's my pot of jam? He don't want me to answer that, do he? He don't want me to answer that question for him. The last person he would want to answer that question is me. You don't want me to tell you where your pot of jam is. But yeah, so it's almost hard to believe that that was only a year ago, but it wasn't just limited to that month. It just went on and on and on. So uh but you know what? Jan Moore really should have gotten a jar. She should have gotten some because after all, she's the daughter of a celebrity, maybe, question mark. Because I'm just thinking Meghan is royalty and Jan Moore may actually be related to Hollywood royalty because I'm still convinced that she is the love child of actor Jack Elam. Um, I cannot prove it, but he was a great character actor. He starred in all kind of westerns and such with his striking good looks. I mean, tell the truth. It does look like somebody struck him, right? Yeah, with his striking good looks. He was highly sought out by Hollywood. So I think, you know, just in consideration of her relation to Hollywood royalty, I think she should have received one. But that's, you know, that's neither here nor there. Um, uh, thank you. Thank you, folks. I'll be here all week. And of course, there was that very bizarre situation where Angela Levin had a meltdown over Meghan's jam. She literally had a meltdown. It was unbelievable. I mean, folks, it's just jam. And she and is it AJ or JJ? They really went at it. It got ugly. It got ugly. Let me see here.
Harsh, one woman to another.
Oh no, is that it?
Celebrate the Queen's Platinum Jubilee.
Nope, that's not it. I mean, she just about lost it. And I think she hung up on him, right? She left the show early. Yeah, I think she left the show early because of that. He was still talking and she just abruptly left. Let me see here. And it was over Abigail Spencer, is that right? I think so. Oh, I don't know what I did with that one. I don't know what I did with that one. And I shared that one with you guys before. Yeah, but I'm lost. I don't know what I did with it. I just remember that she became terribly unhinged. Oh, well, no matter. If I find it, I'll come back to it. I didn't think about it earlier. Let me see. She said that that Abigail became hysterical. Yeah, she accused Abigail. Oh, there it is. There it is right there.
You sound like a troll. You sound like a social media troll. Everything you can point out.
Okay, hold on a second. I'll play the sound for you. At the very least, I can play the sound for you. Oh my God. She was livid. She was livid. You know, I always thought that she was just kind of putting on an act, but I really do believe she's just a mean, nasty old lady.
You sound like a troll. You sound like a social media troll. Everything you can point out.
That's very rude. You don't call someone a dog with respect. That's without respect.
No, it is with respect.
Let me talk about something else. Abigail Spencer, who is also a friend of Meghan's, she was given the 6th jar of jam, right? And we would see her lying on the grass, hugging it with the dog close by. It was a very sort of set-up thing. That's one when she's sitting up. You're sitting down. And I thought, how ridiculous. This is a jar of jam. Why are we all getting hysterical about a jar of jam?
Who's hysterical about it? It's PR. She's trying to sell something. This is called advertising.
I know what PR is. I know what PR is.
Well, with respect, clearly you don't. You're saying it's so set up. It's a PR stunt.
You're here to fight me, so why don't you say goodbye?
I'm not here to fight you. I'm just laying out the truth to you.
You're very rude.
No, Angela, you don't want to be challenged. You sound like a troll. You sound like a social media troll. Everything you can point out that's incorrect.
Very rude. You don't call someone a dog with respect. That's without respect.
No, it is with respect. It is with respect.
I don't know if you caught that, but she abruptly, you could actually see her reach over and click it off. She was furious. She was livid. And for the record, he said, "You sound like a troll." He did not call her a troll. He just said that she sounds like a troll. And she couldn't take it, so she just hung up on him or shut her computer down. And I mean, but he's right. He's right. And somebody needs to call that old dragon lady out from time to time. She really should not be on television. She should not be on television. And it is so obvious why most of these royal reporters are not welcomed on American television anymore. Have you noticed that? They simply are not welcomed on American television anymore. Anyway, back to hysterical Abigail. And she got all, why was she getting hysterical? And she's hugging the dog, and she got all hysterical. Now, I think troll is kind of a strong word. Oh, no, you're right. She is a troll, literally a troll. You can't tell which is the plastic doll and which. Well, and you know what? This is Angela 11 about 5 years ago. So she has aged significantly since then, up all night worrying about whether or not Abigail Spencer is still rolling on the ground with her. She's up all night worrying about whether Abigail Spencer is rolling on around with the dog and hugging her dog and hugging her jam, and that keeps Angela 11 up at night. And of course, this young man, what is it? Mongrel Adam. He's always good for a word or two. So let's share the wise words of Mongrel Adams. Okay.
Some breaking news this afternoon. Meghan Markle has sparked outrage this week by daring to take pictures of her and her children and put them on the internet. Unbelievable. The same day that millions of pictures will be posted online by Brits up and down the country saying, "Best mum ever, love my kids." Meghan Markle dares to do the same thing this week as she launches a new lifestyle brand, and royal commentators have almost twisted their ankles to go online and slag her off. On related news, 93% of GB News viewers don't feel sorry for Prince Harry today. As if things couldn't get any worse for her, she's now being blamed for the drama of the charity that Harry set up since 2006. For people that like facts, let it be known that Prince Harry has raised more money for that charity since he left the royal family. Charity that probably most critics didn't even know existed until last week. In unrelated news, the Princess of Wales didn't go with a Photoshop picture of her and her children this year. Instead, she went all woke and posted a video about Mother Nature. Imagine if Meghan did that. Happy Mother's Day, everyone. Some breaking news this afternoon. Meghan Markle has sparked some breaking news.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, sir. Remember, you can follow him on Instagram. Now, take a look there. I remember this photo. As a matter of fact, I saved this photo, and I thought it was such a sweet exchange amongst women of color under the sunset in Florida, was it? Wellington, Florida. I thought it was a very sweet thing. everything about that day was near picture perfect. It really was. And leave it to that person on the right to try to change the entire mood of that day. I thought, oh wow, this is wow. I just was not expecting all of these beautiful photos to flood the airwaves. And here we are a year later, and someone's trying to cast doubt on the entire day, to put a shadow over it, to try to put a stain on the day. But still, there was some very, very sweet moments, like this one here. Nacho and Delfina's daughter. Gosh, I forget her name. But anyway, there she is greeting the Sussexes. Remember, greeting Aunt Meg, Auntie Meghan. And there you go. Meghan smiles and waves at the camera as she walks hand in hand with Nacho and Delfina's daughter, Alba. There you go. The Duchess of Alba. Yes, Alba. That's her name. I thought that was very sweet. Aww. You see there? It's like a family reunion. It's like a family reunion. Just imagine how many times Nacho's family and Harry's family have spent time together and we knew nothing about it. Just imagine. I mean, look at how sweet that is. Oh, I love that. I love that. I am not going to let anyone ruin that day for me. It was a great day. It was beautiful. It was wonderful. We were fed with all of these beautiful, delicious images. And of course, there's Meghan having elbowed and body slammed and given the stare down that did not happen. But let them tell it. It was something like the WWF. But there's Meghan having engaged in hand-to-hand combat, and then there she is, quiet and peaceful, uh, doing what do you call it? Tailgating a polo match. Wow, she must be exhausted. I don't know how she does it. You have to be a really cool customer to be able to do something like that. She has just gotten through putting someone in a headlock and dragging them off a stage. And there she is, being quiet and peaceful like that. That is very impressive, Meghan. Very impressive. And the fact that the cameras didn't catch it. The fact that the cameras didn't catch it, that is, you also get points for that. You get points for that. People might confuse Meghan with just being a mom and a career person as well as a humanitarian. Yeah. You never know a person, do you? Now, you guys, trigger alert. Trigger alert. One more time. Did you hear what I said? Trigger alert. For someone who has just been elbowed and dragged down the steps and ejected from a stage and embarrassed in front of the whole world, someone who has been verbally mistreated and all of that stuff she was trying to say, you could not make this up. You just couldn't. You couldn't. And the other thing is, you also can't find it either, because I don't know what I did with it. Let me see. Let me see. Where is that opportunist? Oh, you know what? I don't think I put it over there. Okay, let me grab it. But you will soon see. God, this is an ugly sweater. Oh. Really? That's ugly. Uh, sorry. I just happened to look at my phone and that was the ugly. I mean, I'm not going to share it with you, but that was ugly. It was hideous. Hideous. Who wears something like that? I thought ugly sweaters were for Christmas. Oh, okay, yeah. I did not put it over there, but I will. So I can share this with you. You're not going to believe it. As Oprah would say, nobody's going to believe it. Okay, where did it go? Is it over there? Oh, there it is. Okay, you guys. Somebody is singing a very different tune.
Even had a chance to celebrate the wedding in Africa. We're having an opportunity to meet the kids. And so a lot of us are really looking forward to the opportunity to do so when the time comes.
We have Netflix here filming the match. How exciting is that for the charity?
It's great platform and profile. The Netflix brand is globally recognized, and any opportunity to tell the story of Sentebale in the context of a global brand such as Netflix is obviously exciting for us. We have even had a chance to celebrate the wedding in Africa. We're having an opportunity to meet the kids. And so a lot of us are really looking forward to the opportunity to do so when the time comes.
We have Netflix here filming the match. How exciting is that for the charity?
It's great platform and profile. The Netflix brand is globally recognized, and any opportunity to tell the story of Sentebale in the context of a global brand such as Netflix is obviously exciting for us.
I thought that having been, what did Angela Levin say? That Meghan brutalized her and took her arm and went, eh. Remember that? Angela Levin swore up and down that Meghan somehow elbowed her or something like that. Well, she recovers fast, doesn't she? She recovers fast. You got to give it to her. For someone who has been through so much, it is amazing how she was able to regain her composure and go over there and hang out with Serena and Meghan and whoever this other lady is. That is impressive. Yeah, that is impressive. That she was able to smile through the entire ordeal and even took time out to praise.
Even had a chance to celebrate the wedding in Africa. We're having an opportunity to meet the kids. And so a lot of us are really looking forward to the opportunity to do so when the time comes.
We have Netflix here filming the match. How exciting is that for the charity?
It's great platform and profile. The Netflix brand is globally recognized, and any opportunity to tell the story of Sentebale in the context of a global brand such as Netflix is obviously exciting for us. We have even had a chance to celebrate the wedding in Africa. We're having an opportunity to meet the kids. And so a lot of us are really looking forward to the opportunity to do so when the time comes.
We have Netflix here filming the match. How exciting is that for the charity?
It's great platform and profile. The Netflix brand is globally recognized, and any opportunity to tell the story of Sentebale in the context of a global brand such as Netflix is obviously exciting for us.
Well, you guys, I tell you, she has just as much stage presence as her long lost relative, the Iceman, Jerry Butler. I'm telling you, if she is not the spitting image of Jerry Butler, I don't know. She's got to be a relative. She has got to be a relative. I mean, the resemblance is uncanny. I see her, I see Jerry. I see Jerry, I see her. They got to be related. They got to be related. They just have to be. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. You know, one of my hobbies is linking people that get on my nerves to people who get on my nerves to entertainers that have brought so much joy and happiness. So who have brought so much joy and happiness and entertainment to us over the years. Yeah. Okay. Now, what was I saying? Yeah, for someone who has been through so much, the fact that she still looks so fresh is remarkable. Yeah. So anyway, like I said, I'm not going to let all of this noise spoil what was a beautiful day. Oh, and by the way, thank you to the person who posted this on the internet. So here is Sophie talking about the charity and Netflix. Did she say she didn't know Netflix would be there? How let me see, how could she not be in the chair? Here is Meghan politely asking her if she wanted to come and stand in the center. And the other woman says, stand in the middle. Liar, 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 liar. And then right here. So Sophie was busy leaning on Prince Harry while accusing him of bullying her, calling Sussex brand toxic, yet she refused to resign. Was mad that Meghan, who's been at polo matches since 2017, attended without being informed. It seems as if she wanted her some Harry. I don't want to go that far, but she definitely wanted to use Harry's celebrity to help elevate her own status. That is what I believe. I mean, the photos say something totally different. There she is inside of the circle of trust, right? There she is in the circle of trust amongst all of these people, and now all of a sudden she wants everyone to believe that she has been mistreated by the board of trustees, by at least one of the founding patrons, by Meghan, who's sitting there minding her business, talking to Nacho and Delfina. The photos say otherwise. The photos say otherwise. The photos tell a whole different story. And there's Harry pouring his heart out about his commitment to Africa, his love for Africa. They even wrote about it in the following days. Prince Harry says Africa's in my soul, and he discusses desire to give back during surprise panel appearance in Miami. The Duke of Sussex recalled his first visit to Africa, while his Sentebale charity focuses on giving the younger generation a better future. And they're on the right, the Times. Prince Harry love affair with Africa revealed. There's an inconsistency there. There's something unbalanced and lopsided about this. So what happened? Was it as terrible as the honorary doctor alleges? Or was this someone who wanted to use Harry's celebrity, wanted to use her position at Sentebale as the chair to elevate her own status? Praising Netflix as a very important international brand. But we're supposed to believe now that there was something so intrusive about having Netflix there, about having Serena Williams there, who she couldn't even name. She just referred to her as Meghan's celebrity friend. Now contrast that with why are white elites afraid of black babies? This was a Al Jazeera article. What the latest controversial statement by the UK's Prince William reveals about a white angst. Prince William is very much like his grandfather, Prince Philip, who was also obsessed with population control, but only for people of color, only for people in Africa. When you get to Africa, there's too many people. William, who seems to want his way into Africa, one way or the other, whether it's taking somebody else's charity or stealing someone else's charity, or by trying to use his influence and throw his weight around. There is plenty articles out there that quote William and his ignorance of Africa. He spoke about the population boom in Africa when Africa actually, per square mile or per square meter, has one of the lowest footprints of humanity in the world. There is the vastness of Africa. You can go places and find very few people in some places. There's still a lot of rural spaces in Africa. Africa is not overrun with humanity. There's still plenty room for growth in Africa. Europe is one of the most densely populated places in the world. Europe, not Africa. But he doesn't know that. The man who has some degree in geography knows so little about the world. Prince William disrespect, disdain, dislike for Africans in the Commonwealth. And it's true. It's true. Prince William will one day lead the Commonwealth. Speaking at an event for Ukraine, he stated, according to the British propaganda PA media, which documents all royal visits, that war was alien to Europe and that he was used to seeing it in Africa and Asia. Forgetting about World War I and World War II. He totally forgot about World War I and World War II. Do you know how many wars it would take around the world to catch up to the amount of loss of life there was in Europe? It'd take a long time. It would take a long time. You could probably combine every war there's ever been and never come up with as many losses of life as there was in Europe during World War One and Two. I don't think you could do it. William doesn't know that. Some things are a constant. Boring. Boring. I think there's a new photo shoot or something. I don't know. There's some article. George, Charlotte, and Louis give her the sustenance to get through. Nice. Nice. Okay. Well, just in case you were wondering what she was up to, they turned on the airbrusher and put her picture on the cover of Hello Magazine, lest we should forget she exists, or lest we forget that she finally appeared after 172 days absence. They're nervous because nobody's paying attention to her. Boring. They should call it Boring Magazine, not Hello, just Boring. If you want to stop the rain, buy an umbrella. Get it? Stop the rain. REIGN. Stop the rain. Yeah. It takes a minute, but I knew you'd get there eventually. Stop the rain. That, of course, is from Republic. Those very determined men and women who would like to rid Britain of the royals forever. I thought that was pretty clever. Stop the rain. Now, we're going to close with this. I did not realize that Vanessa Phelps was doing some kind of parody of Meghan's With Love. She did something on her show, With Love, Vanessa, or whatever. And I'm like, yuck. Just yuck. I'm not going to watch it. I don't recommend anybody else pursues it. I kept seeing this side-by-side photo floating around, and I didn't know what it was about. And finally, I looked at it, and it said something about With Love, Vanessa. I'm like, what? Yeah, she called herself being a comedian, and she did something with Love, Vanessa. I don't watch it because, number one, I wouldn't watch it, should I say. I don't care for Vanessa. And number two, I've already seen Sunset Boulevard. I've already seen Sunset Boulevard. So why in the world would I want to watch Vanessa prancing around and acting a fool if I've already seen Sunset Boulevard? You know, ever since she lost weight, if she doesn't look like Nora flipping Desmond, she looks more and more like Nora Desmond every day. So I don't think she's ready for her close-up, Mr. DeMille. I don't even think she's ready for a far away. I just don't think she's ready. But as long as she looks like Nora Desmond, I'm not interested. And with that, you guys, I am done. Thank you very much. I told you we'd be here for about an hour. Thank you to the moderators for keeping this a safe space. And yeah, and thank you to everyone who has a membership, right? And thank you for your likes and your shares, and also for subscribing. Make sure you are subscribed, and make sure you do like and share. Okay, all right. I think we're good. That looks like a finish to me, and I will see you all tomorrow. I love your tomorrow. You're only a day